of all, I can't believe, I was stunned to realize that it's been 18 years. I don't know how you feel about it because you've been doing this every single time for 36 seasons. First of all, how do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it to where it doesn't seem like it's been 18 years?
Yeah, that is really, I think, the key, Karen. It really is. Probably no different than your job in that sense. You have to, it has to be the same thing, only different. And that's what we spend most of the year on. People ask me, what do you do when you guys aren't shooting and you aren't editing? And my answer is always so lame, but it's the truth, which is I'm thinking about Survivor. You know, you're looking at the culture, you're looking at what's happening with people, or you're looking at what's happening with the young generation, and you're looking for something that you can grab onto and say, this is a way we could spin the show just a little to keep it very current, but not leave that Survivor box, which is what the show's about. You know, taking a group of people and abandoning them, forcing them to work together and vote each other out.
So how did you spin it this time? What exactly is Ghost Island?
Ghost Island is an idea that really we had the name. We thought Ghost Island was a great name, but you know, that's all we had. And for years we kept trying to crack it, and our creative was always terrible. And then this year we figured it out. And what Ghost Island is it's this fictitious island, but it's a real island. There's an island, dense, dark, foreboding, and the idea is, what if all of the bad past decisions of Survivor former players had been living on Ghost Island and were now coming back to haunt a group of new players? So we went out and we found, through Survivor memorabilia collectors and through former players, all these old idols and advantages and notes that had been misplayed. We got all of them. Everybody said, yeah, you can borrow them for a season. We'd like to have them back. And so now when somebody finds an advantage on the show, it will be an idol that was misplayed 10 years ago or an advantage that was misplayed. And that really gave the show this meta sense of our history as young people. Like, we have an 18-year-old kid this year, and he goes, I grew up watching Survivor, and here I am playing this game, and now I've got the history on top of it. It's really cool, collision of creative. Yeah, no.
So do you know, because you're in the thick of it during all of this, do you know when an idol is misplayed that somebody really made a poor decision here? Do you know it at the time?
Yeah, well, you know what's interesting is you don't always know if somebody made a great move because you have to see the ramifications, but you always know if somebody made a bad move because it's almost instant. They make the move and then it's like a collective groan happens, metaphorically speaking, and they go, oh my God, I blew it. I played for the wrong person, or I played it at the wrong time. And it's not because they're bad players. Survivor is super tricky, and it requires you to be really risky. And most times you're wrong. It's just when you're wrong in a fantastic way, it becomes legendary.
So what is it that you want our viewers to know more than anything going into tonight's premiere and through the rest of the season? What do you want them to know about this?
You know, here's the thing I always say to Survivor. We have in the last, to new Survivor fans, if you're a Survivor fan, you're watching. I feel very comfortable with that. That's my relationship with Survivor fans. They know we make the show for them, and I know that in turn they're going to watch and let us know if they like it. But for somebody who's heard about this show for 18 years, or maybe you're a kid and you've thought about it, you give Survivor one night, tonight, that's it. If you don't like it, you should never return. But I'm going to hedge my bet that if you watch tonight, there is a very good chance you'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, we're so looking forward to it. All right, Jeff Probst, thanks so much for being with us this morning.